Kids on the playground knew my pogs were the best. I had heavier slammers than they did in the WWF. Watch out when Benoit gets chopped to the chest, staying up late, even when my mom says go to rest. Back when you thought that 8 was staying up late, even before you asked for numbers to go on a date. Before bitches started drama and everyone hate. Back when at recess all we did was beat up on brownie cakes. The only music I listened to was Weird Al Yankovic. Before anyone ever had to say I'll shank a bitch. When a kid was telling you and you'd have to spank a stitch. Shit, even when you found $1 and you thought you were rich. Back before all the little kids started to blaze, the COV was where I was fucking born and raised. Looking back now, we just sit there amazed. But you know what? Yeah, those were the good old days. Yeah, those were the days. Oh, how I remember those good old days. Superman, Spider-Man, and X-Men were the shows that we would watch all day. When we'd all go out and play, and the sun came down at 8. Those were the days, yeah, those were the days. Oh, how I remember those good old days.
I remember cheap gas, I remember Dr. Seuss. I remember Oregon Trail and LA Gear shoes. I remember Bernstein Bears and all of the Goosebumps. I remember packing Lunchables instead of school lunch, asking for ASL and AOL chat rooms, waking up early for Saturday morning cartoons. We didn't have all these fancy DVDs or razors. We just had Trapper Keepers, beepers, and pagers. We watched Salute Your Shorts and Boy Meets World, and our yo-yos went around it. And when it came to girls, they had cooties, so we turned on some 90s country music, then played tag and called Not It, Who's It. I miss backwards stays and cut off shirt sleeves. I miss demolition derbies and Tolman and Furbies. I miss when talking about the block, they were Lego made. But most of all, I miss the good old days.
Yeah, those were the days. Oh, how I remember those good old days. Superman, Spider-Man, and X-Men were the shows that we would watch all day. When we'd all go out and play, and the sun came down at 8. Those were the days, yeah, those were the days. Oh, how I remember those good old days.
I remember the good old days back in 8th grade, taking my skateboard to Cincinnati all day. West Camp was my best friend, no girlfriend in the way. 9th District playing soccer 4 hours every day. Before I cared about getting my first car, all I cared about was trade-in Pokemon cards. Forgetting iPods, Sony Walkmans were cool. Back when long division was the hardest part of school. Everybody got along, there was no one there to hate. 20 people at the levee was our idea of a date. Back when light-up Nokia phones were the trend. Before you tried to fight me over your fucking ex-girlfriend. Kevin Huff's Curb was the place to be. Justin Brockman's house on New Year's Eve. 2006 and you can't fight your age, but goddamn, I miss the good old days.
Yeah, those were the days. Oh, how I remember those good old days. Superman, Spider-Man, and X-Men were the shows that we would watch all day. When we'd all go out and play, and the sun came down at 8. Those were the days, yeah, those were the days. Oh, how I remember those good old days.